Hello and welcome to Economic Time Spectrum 2022 presented by Google Cloud. The theme for this year is creating a robust digital infrastructure, and one of the key ingredients for a digital infrastructure is cloud. To speak more about it, we have Mr. Mukesh Rathim, who is a Global Digital and Chief Information Officer for Dr. Reddy Laboratories. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So Mukesh, start off by telling me how essential was cloud to scale your journey and for also innovation at your enterprise.
When I look back, I think cloud has been a very, very important component of our overall transformation journey. Cloud has essentially given us, I would say, three primary levers in this whole journey. Number one, cloud provides the ability of speed when you look at innovation. You want to do experiments faster, and hence you have the ability to set up things much faster on cloud and get rolling. So speed is very, very important. Second is scale. I think cloud provides you the flexibility to scale as and when you go. A typical program, when you want to scale, has to go through a cycle of first approvals of cost and then eventually procuring infrastructure, which has its own lead time. So I think cloud provides you scale. You can move faster. You can scale as and when you like. And third and most important is, I think, all the innovation capabilities the hyperscaler providers have created over a period of time. A lot of services are available out of the box. They are plug and play, and you can use them as and when different use cases are emerging in the environment. So the combination of the three, it's about speed, it's about flexibility, and it's about the innovation capabilities on these platforms. I think all these three together has played a very, very big role in our overall transformation journey.
Perfect. So you've struck a balance with cloud. Understood. And that's why also you're one of the winners of Google Cloud Innovator Award. Mukesh, tell us what your journey has been like and what were one of the key milestones in implementing cloud at your organization.
Sure. So I'm representing Dr. Reddy's. We've been a very forward-looking organization when it comes to digitalization. We began our first pillar of our journey, which I call as digitalize the core, several years back. And as part of that, we digitalized all processes across the company. And I think about 5 years back is when we sort of took a step back and we were thinking, what next? Now that we're sort of making good progress here, we realized that the true value we will start harnessing only when we start harnessing value from data, from what we have done. And that is when we took a big decision to start creating data lakes across the organization. And along with that, when I look back, I'm so happy we also took the decision to move to cloud as we think about it. So our first step towards cloud was creating our data lakes on the cloud, and that is the direction we started. All our data from source systems, from various platforms have started coming together into the data lakes in the cloud. And from there on, we've been able to run multiple use cases on top of that. The second pillar of our journey is what we call as transformed digital, which is a combination of using various digital tech and analytics solutions, eventually to run various use cases which will help us do either a top line or a bottom line impact for the organization. And here again, for all innovation apps which we have done, we decided to go cloud first. That is the place where we started. One of our big innovation new business model programs, which we are running today, runs natively on a cloud platform. And it sort of, as I said, provided us the speed, provided us the flexibility, provided us all the necessary tools where we wanted to go. As we think about it today, I think about 3 years back, we created a roadmap, cloud roadmap for the organization, where we said that by 27, 80% of our workloads will be on the cloud, because we saw the value first with data, then with all the innovation applications. And now we want to even move the core all the way to the cloud because of the benefits it provides. So that's the journey we are on.
Understood. And that's an interesting statistic, 80% of your workload on cloud by 2027. We will watch out for that, definitely. Mukesh, you spoke about pillars in digital transformation and on a cloud journey. Security is one of the key pillars. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think about it. I think this is what I worry about most. This is what keeps me awake at night. I think it's a very, very important aspect, security and privacy, when it comes to everything which we are doing today. And I think the threat is only increasing as we speak. Many a times, and I don't know why this question comes together, that people ask cloud and security juxtaposed or side by side, as if there is a more exposure to security because of cloud. I somehow feel just the reverse. When you're sort of moving to the cloud, when you're moving to a hyperscaler provider, you're essentially going to a service which is by design created for scale, for security, to service the needs of many customers. Most of the providers are also companies who are digital natives, and they've lived in this one and grown with that. I personally believe no matter what I do in terms of security investments, they will be better and faster than me. So moving to the cloud is a very good journey to also be secure, and it sort of gives you security by default in some form. Having said that, there are certain strategies and actions organizations need to take on their side. So going to cloud does not gives you a guarantee of security, because eventually connection is happening from within the organization. Data ingestion and also consumption is happening from within the organization limits. So there are a bunch of actions organizations need to take within and on the perimeter. But as an overall construct, I would say moving to cloud is also in some form you are getting more secure.
Understood. That's a wonderful thought. Moving to cloud ensures that you become more secure in turn. Understood. You said the security landscape is evolving. Definitely agree with that. And technology advancements are also on full scale. But that also gives us another important aspect to think about, that is the future of work. That's also continuously changing. What are your thoughts on that, Mukesh?
Sure. It's a very interesting and evolving topic. If I were to sort of look at future of work, maybe I would put it in two buckets. One is I would say the what, and second is the how. What is essentially what people will do, what roles will remain relevant and what will not. I was in a Gartner summit last month, and one of the statistics they say is skills which they saw 5 years back into various job postings, 40% of them have become irrelevant today. So roles will evolve a lot. What we will do will, change a lot. I think the whole piece of digitalization, automation first began with solving for repetitive work, and we all know with the way AI and various solutions are moving, it is largely moving into this so-called cognitive space, and more roles either will get affected or will get supported by AI. And I think one has to keep that in mind. What that also means is there is this continuous changing landscape of skills. What skills will remain relevant in the company, which in turn means how an organization is constantly focusing on both the transition of roles as well as creating the capability in terms of learning in the organization. So what that means is the importance of learning in the company. Right. So that's the whole spectrum of how, yeah. So change of work, hence change of roles, and hence learning as a concept. That is one component, and we as an organization are heavily investing in learning because of that. The second piece is the how. How will people work? Right. So I think hybrid workplace is a given. I think all of us are seeing that we moved to largely a digital way of working during COVID and slowly moving to a hybrid mode. I think organizations which invested early on overall digital workplace as a construct, we were one of those lucky organizations. They were able to move faster into this transition, while I know some organizations struggled as they moved to this. But hybrid is a given model we will have to work with. The second piece of is also the ways of working. I think, and it's sort of in some form connected to the how of skills as well. I think organizations will have to adopt to things like gig work, part-time work, bunch of people coming together who could be a combination of people within the organization and outside the organization, different ways of collaboration.
Mukesh, you were recently certified by World Economic Forum for using cloud for one of your manufacturing processes. Could you tell us in detail about it?
Sure. So one of our business objectives is to become a top decile productive manufacturing organization. And as part of that, digital is a very, very important lever. So we picked one of our largest manufacturing plants and decided to convert it into a digital lighthouse as part of that. So we implemented about 25 digital and analytics use cases into that manufacturing plant. To give you a few examples, the way we schedule manufacturing and packing is now done using what we call as a digital twin of the plant. When an operator comes into the plant and is trying to do a machine setting, he gets automated parameters using AI at the edge as to how do you set the machine. We use algorithms which allows us to get the best yield out of our products. We have implemented robotic process automation, which takes away a lot of mundane tasks for our laboratory scientists when they are doing testing, etc. So it not just reduces time, it reduces errors, allows us for better quality. And likewise, there are about 25 such use cases we have implemented in the plant. Overall, it has given us a lot of benefits. It has increased productivity of the plant, it has increased throughput of the plant, and it has also allowed to reduce overall operating expenses. And hence, as part of the evaluation process, World Economic Forum has adjusted as one of the digital lighthouse plants in the country.
Understood. And congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
congratulations on the award as well. It was a great conversation. Look forward to more from Dr. Reddy's Laboratories and from you as well, Mukesh. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you for having me.